The race to mass-produce the human form has just entered its most violent phase yet. For years, we've watched these machines stumble around laboratories in slow motion, tethered to ceiling cables like puppets. But the era of the prototype is officially dead. In the last few weeks, two of the most aggressive players in the industry, Figure AI and 1X Technologies, have pulled back the curtain on something far more significant than a new robot. They've revealed the factories that will build them by the thousands. We are moving from one of a kind to one every hour. Today, we're going inside the 1X Hayward facility and the Figure BotQ production line to analyze the engineering breakthroughs that are making 100,000 humanoids a year a statistical reality. Let's start with the most jarring update in the industry: the opening of the 1X Technologies factory in Hayward, California. Most robotics companies are essentially assembly shops. They buy actuators from one country, sensors from another, and try to make the software play nice with the hardware. 1X has taken the opposite approach. This is a 58,000 square foot facility designed for what they call vertical integration. Every critical component of the Neo robot, the motors, the battery packs, and most importantly, the proprietary tendon-driven system, is manufactured right there on the floor. The sheer scale here is what should catch your attention. 1X isn't aiming for a boutique rollout. They have confirmed a current capacity of 10,000 units per year, but that is just the warm-up. By the end of 2027, they are targeting a production rate of over 100,000 units annually. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the same volume as a mid-sized automotive plant, but for a machine that is infinitely more complex. The demand is already proven. When they opened early access for the Neo, 10,000 units sold out in exactly 5 days. That's nearly $200 million in pre-orders for a product that most of the world has only seen in YouTube videos. But why are people buying it? It comes down to the architecture of the robot itself. Neo is the first humanoid designed to be non-lethal by physics, not just by software. Most robots use rigid, heavy metal gears. If a 300-pound metal robot malfunctions near a human, it's a disaster. Neo, however, uses a tendon-driven system inspired by human biology. It's light, weighing only 30 kilograms, and it's covered in a soft, 3D knit bodysuit. It doesn't look like a machine. It looks like a person in a tracksuit. This design choice is the secret to their factory speed. Because the robot is lightweight and uses fewer hard components, it is easier and faster to assemble than the heavy metal competitors. While 1X is focused on the soft domestic market, Figure AI is taking the hard industrial path, and their recent BotQ update is a masterclass in manufacturing efficiency. In just 120 days, Figure has managed to increase their production throughput by 24 times. They went from hand-building one robot a day to a staggering rate of one robot every 60 minutes. This week alone, Figure is officially manufacturing 55 humanoid robots. This isn't just a win for the logistics team. It's a fundamental shift in how humanoid hardware is designed. The star of this ramp-up is the Figure 03. This is no longer a research platform. It is a production-hardened industrial tool. Figure has optimized the buildability of the robot to the point where, once the machines are finished on the assembly line, they don't need a forklift to move them. They simply walk themselves from the manufacturing floor straight to the headquarters. This is made possible by a breakthrough in their training pipeline. The robots are trained end-to-end with reinforcement learning in simulation. This means they develop common sense physics before they even have a physical body. One of the most impressive technical feats of Figure 03 is how it handles navigation. It can now walk up and down stairs purely using its onboard camera perception. No pre-mapped environments, no expensive LiDAR, just raw vision processing. But even a vision-capable robot is useless if it runs out of juice. Figure has solved the charging cable problem with a specialized charging stand. When the robot is low on power, it steps onto the stand, which anchors the robot. This allows the motors to fully relax and stop using power to balance, while the robot charges inductively at 2 kilowatts through the soles of its feet. It's wireless, fast, and completely autonomous. This brings us to the most fascinating part of the robot factory wars, the concept of robots building robots. inside the 1X Hayward factory. Early Neo units are already working on the assembly line. They aren't doing the high-precision soldering yet, but they are handling the logistics, moving parts, stocking shelves, and prepping kits for the human technicians. It creates a self-reinforcing loop. The more robots they build, the more workers they have to build even more robots. Figure is doing the same with their burn-in sessions. Every Figure 03 that comes off the line is immediately put through a grueling battery of tests, thousands of squats, jogs, and reaches, to ensure the hardware won't fail in the field. The divergence in philosophy between these two companies is where the future of the industry will be decided. 1X is betting on the domestic companion. They want Neo in your kitchen, unloading your dishwasher and folding your laundry. Their use of human-in-the-loop teleoperation allows the robot to learn complex, messy home tasks by having a human pilot it through VR. Once the AI sees a human do a task 50 times, it learns the pattern and takes over. Figure, backed by the likes of OpenAI and NVIDIA, is betting on the industrial backbone. They want Figure 03 in the BMW plants and the Amazon warehouses, doing the dull, dirty, and dangerous jobs the humans are moving away from. Their focus on raw torque, 24/7 duty cycles, and massive production speed suggests they want to replace the forklift and the pallet jack with something far more versatile. So where does this leave us? We are currently in the Model T era of robotics. Just as Henry Ford revolutionized the world not just with a car, but with the assembly line that built it, 1X and Figure are proving that the hardest part of robotics isn't the walking, it's the manufacturing. One company is building a machine that feels like a couch and acts like a butler. The other is building a machine that feels like a tank and acts like a master craftsman. The technical gap is closing, and the manufacturing gap is widening. The sim-to-real barrier has been broken. With Figure's 1 robot per hour rate and 1XS sold-out domestic units, the question for 2026 isn't whether humanoids are coming. The question is, which philosophy will win your living room, and which will win your workplace? The era of the faceless worker is beginning, and the factories in Hayward and BotQ are the ground zero of this revolution. If you want to stay ahead of the technical shifts, as these machines move from the factory floor to your front door, make sure you're subscribed to RoboFrontier. We don't do hype, we do the technical deep dives that actually matter. Let me know in the comments. Would you prefer the soft-touch safety of the Neo or the high-output, stair-climbing precision of the Figure 03? The future is being built right now, 1 hour at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.